Welcome back to 7 Star Tactical. Today, we've got another of my recent OLight purchases. Here's a Picatinny rail adapter. This is what we're really here for. So this is the OLight Odin Mini. So for those of you who don't, and this fits in better this way, even though the writing's not on here, right? For those of you who don't know, there is a full-size Odin. And I actually own one of those. It's on my 300 Blackout AR-15. But I wanted something to put on my Turkish M4 shotgun copy. And I really like my Odin, so I thought maybe I would try the Odin Mini, just something a little bit smaller for the shotgun. And almost as importantly, a little bit cheaper. The Odin Mini is about $30 cheaper than the Odin. Right now, when I'm filming this video, September 16th or 17th, I can't remember what day it is. The OLight Odin, the full size one, is $169, and the Odin Mini is $139, so it's $30 cheaper. Unfortunately, I didn't realize this is M-Lock only in the box, so I made up that $30 by buying a $30 Picatinny rail adapter, so didn't really save any money. But it doesn't matter because I've got another flashlight we can do a video on, which is what we're doing. So here we are. This is the Odin Mini, 1250 lumens. I believe the Odin is 15 or 1600. I'll splash up the specs here on the screen for you guys. So again, I have not opened this. I waited for you guys. How nice am I? So let's open this thing. I'm excited. I always say I'm not a flashlight person, and then my wife laughs at me because I own probably $1,000 worth of flashlights, if not more. But I'm really not. I just don't get into the this, that, and the other thing about flashlights. Oh, this one's 20 candela better than that one, and this one has a better color than that one, and I want something I can put on my gun. I want something that's super bright so I can see in the dark. Oh, and as long as it meets the basic minimum specs. Is this, how's this open? Oh, this is a fancy magnetic box. There we go. I'm trying to push out the inside. I'm like, why is this not pushing? It's because it's a fancy magnetic flap. All right, so there's a thank you from the OLight team, and here's a. Before you use this, there's a yellow insulating film that you need to take out, or it won't work. Okay, super. Magnetic remote, blah blah blah. I don't know if I'm going to use the magnetic remote on this. I certainly do on the full-size Odin, but this is going to be mounted on a shotgun, so this is a little different. I probably am not going to. Well, that's some nice packaging though. That's pretty cool little box. I don't remember how the Odin was packaged. I got the Odin last year and I can't remember. So there we go, and it's got the scout light mounting the same as the full-size Odin, and I verified that with OLight because I wanted this. Originally I was going to put this on a scout mount, but then I decided I'd rather have it on Picatinny because I tend to think I'm going to use lights on certain guns, and then I change my mind and put them on other guns and switch them around. So if I didn't have a Picatinny adapter for this, I'd probably be in trouble. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure it's got a little bit of a, oh yeah. Remember back to the instructions we read 30 seconds ago? Let's take the tail cap off and take out this little yellow protector that prevents it from working. Alright, and if this works the same as like my Warrior Mini and the Odin, if you push in the tail cap a little bit, ooh, it just buzzed, so it's close to out of juice. If you push it in a little bit, you get a medium light. If you push it in a lot, you get turbo. But I'm guessing this is it's vibrating, which the Odin does too, and that means it's getting close to being out of juice. So I need to charge this up. But that's the Odin Mini. Flat dark earth, of course, because I like that. I would have gotten it in olive drab, but it doesn't appear that they make one in olive drab yet. Let's see, we got a bunch of stuff in here. We got an accessory box. This, I think, is the M-lock mount, the charging cable, and some screws, probably for the Scout rail mount. And then we've got so it's funny that it's M-lock only, but the tape switch they give you mounts to a Picatinny rail. So I don't know what's up with that. This is very similar to the full-size Odin, the cap on here. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get all this stuff out of here. That's interesting. Oh, they give you some zip ties to run the wires. That's neat. Ah, hopeful right on top there. There's a charging cable. It looks like all the others, which is why I label them, because they don't all work. Some screws. These are M-lock screws. This must be the M-lock mount. Was it taped in here? Yep. Alright, so yeah, this is an... Oh, so it has extra M-lock screws because there's some in here already. So it has an M-lock mount on here. Useful if you've got M-lock rails. Not so useful if you're wanting to mount to Picatinny. So I'll put this back in this nice little bag so it doesn't get dinged up. And throw it in this box, and it will probably sit on the shelf until I die and my daughter throws it out. So yeah, we've got the magnetic tail cap. This basically just goes on the end here. You can see it sucks right on there. And then these lock just by pushing this forward, and then it won't come off. Now I've seen a bunch of videos where people have shot these in full auto mode. Well, with the original Odin, not with the Odin Mini. I haven't seen much on this. Mr. Guns and Gear did a video where he shot this, and this came off in full auto mode. But I just mag dumped a couple of mags from my 300 Blackout, which has more recoil than a standard 5.56 AR, and my Odin did not come off. So your mileage may vary. Let's open this little adapter here. There we go. So this is the Picatinny rail adapter. So basically, the little Scout mount area slides in here. And then you can turn this to lock it in, so you can't press this and pull it back out. If you turn this again and push this button in, you can pull this out of here. And then that will go on the mount on the side of my Radical SAX2 shotgun. So unfortunately, the mount I ordered from Impact Weapons, there's a little bit of delay between when you order those and when they can ship them out because they're very busy. So I don't have that, but that will go on here. It will replace this floppy sling mount, so I can put my sling on with a quick disconnect. And then it's going to have a Picatinny rail on it, and this will sit right there. And then you'll be able to activate this with just a push of your finger while you're holding onto the fore end of the shotgun. I don't anticipate using the remote switch on this. I may, because I'm eventually going to get an M-lock handguard, but I'm going to get a short M-lock handguard, maybe, because I'm not sure. It looks like they're not producing the one I want anymore. But I don't know if I'm going to want the tape switch on here or not. We'll see. But it's a nice option to have. But yeah, that's where the Odin Mini is going to live, right on this shotgun. Now let's do a quick comparison here. So this is the Odin. This is, again, on my 300 Blackout AR. So this is the original Odin. This one is charged. It is blindingly bright. And this is the Odin Mini. Let me take this off the mount. So if you put these pin to pin here, you can see there's a bit of a difference there. Probably about an inch shorter. Also a slight color difference too. That's kind of funny. Which it actually only looks like that through the camera. In the camera, it looks like the top is a slightly different color, but if I'm not looking through the camera, they look exactly the same. So that's interesting. There's the Mini versus the regular size Odin. And I pretty much guarantee the Mini fits right into the mount for the regular size Odin. So if I decide I want the full size Odin on the shotgun and the Mini on the 300 Blackout, guess what? Tape switch works the same on both of them. But the shotgun's a shotgun, and my 300 Blackout can reach out much farther, so I'm probably going to put the more powerful lights on the 300 Blackout. Let's charge this up and go test it out in the dark. Here we are at the 7-star compound. Somebody's dog down the mountain is barking. This is the end of my carport down to the cottage. This is the Balder Mini. This is low. Yeah, can't quite make out the end of the driveway down there. There's my garage. But at the end of the driveway is a cottage. This is high. Oh, I guess you can't see the cottage from here. Alright, well, you can't really see the cottage down at the end of the driveway. But it's down there. I can see the end of the driveway. It's not super clear down there, kind of in shadow, but I can see it. And I can definitely, obviously, see my garage. My garage is much closer. End of the driveway is about 100 meters away. So this is the high mode. For comparison, this is the low on the regular size Odin. There's my garage. Can't really see the end of the driveway either on camera or in person. And here's high mode on the Odin. You can't see it as well on camera, but I can definitely see the end of the driveway down there. That's a nice bright flood. And then you've got the garage up there. All right, another comparison. Yeah, let's make sure I don't fall off my porch here. Off the front of our house and down the side of the mountain, at the end of our driveway, it's 200 meters straight down the side of the mountain here. This is the Odin Mini on low. Can just see part of the side of the mountain here. Can't really see the driveway or anything. Or driveway, side of the mountain. Driveway farther down the side of the mountain, I should say. This is the Odin Mini on high. I can definitely make out the field down the mountain. Can't see the end of the driveway 200 meters away. For comparison, this is the regular full-size Odin. Again, this is low beam. Can make out the side of the mountain below my yard. Can't really see much else. High beam. I can definitely see the driveway down there. And I know that the carriage house is there, so I can tell that shadow is the carriage house down there. But I can't really see it. But regardless, obviously the Odin is much brighter than the Odin Mini because the Odin Mini is a Mini. And ouch, the Odin is getting hot in my hands. Ooh, spooky. That's it for another flashlight video, guys. Jay for 7-Star Tactical. I'm out of here. See you next time. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe if you don't mind. Thanks. Bye.